I'm so full of emotion, but I want to speak with grace and eloquence in the same way my mother would, because when I come out here, I represent not just myself, but I represent my mom and I represent all the women who look like me, and I want to be very careful of how I choose my words. I have watched the clip of Ginga Jay on Backchat where he said that he hates black women, and the reason why is because we won't let him put us in our place. And the men sat next to him and laughed at kiki and all that kind of stuff, and they just kind of let it happen, let him, be very aggressive towards that girl. And I'm so glad that she stood up for herself, and I'm so happy to see women with spine that don't back down in the face of supposed oppression. And it wasn't just like one man spewing hate speech and saying all these nasty, derogatory, tired rhetoric, but it was a whole room complicit of so-called protectors. Because remember, that's the only positive trait we can associate with masculinity, right? That they protect from this invisible armed robber that's coming in the middle of the night to come and steal, I don't know, semu. These conversations matter, and I'm tired of people, especially online, with all this brain rot, not speaking from a statistical economic standpoint, and I'm about to explain it to you from a statistical economic standpoint that's actually backed in data and rooted in facts. Let's go. It's as if disrespecting black women has become a pastime, but I really want to actually explain the reality of the situation, and I really need black women in particular to understand the kind of power that you hold. I need you to understand that you are women of culture. I need you to understand how much you contribute to the economy, and I need you to understand the power that you possess, because a lot of people, in fact, practically all forces are against us actually realizing our worth, and they're not going to win this fight, I promise you. First, we're going to start with the first fact. Black women, despite all the criticism for our weaves, how we wear our hair, if we do cornrows, if we wear bonnet outside, we don't wear bonnet outside, the truth is that this economy contribute over £7 billion in terms of the global black hair care market value. You can look this up, Mintel 2021. 80% of black women in the UK report hair-based bias at school or work. I'll give you an example. I went to a secondary school, St. Ursula's. They can't sue me because it's the truth. I think I was 13 years old when they first issued us a diary, and it said that some of our, practically all of our black hairstyles were banned. You couldn't do your faux locks, you couldn't do anything, you had to have particular colors. Fair enough, maybe you don't want us coming in with pink braids, that's fine, but to ban like twists and ways we express ourselves, like bantu knots, all that kind of stuff, you basically told impressionable young girls from an early age that the system doesn't accept you as you are, the system doesn't accept your culture, the system doesn't accept your blackness, we are anti-black. A room full of white women and men, predominantly white men, sat down and discussed your hair and said it's not good enough, the institution doesn't accept it. So when you come to school, make sure you have the simplest black braids. And you guys are talking about our hair as if it's purely from a place of vanity rather than a place of safety, rather than a place of protection, rather than of a place where you don't want to face scrutiny. Fact number 3. Black women in the US are 1.5 times more likely to be sent home over their hair. This is from the Dove Crown Act study 2020. It's very interesting that it's Dove Crown. Why? Because this is your crown. In the same way you've got the soles of your feet, very important points on your body, your head, how you feel about yourself, how you hold up your head in society. And you guys are continuously trying to weaponize an experience that you don't really understand. Number 4. Black women spend up to 6 times more on hair care than other groups. You know what? This is from McKinsey 2021. You guys really want to talk about it, but at the same time, if black women were really to withdraw their support, the kind of economic collapse these industries would face, it would be cataclysmic. It would be like, what, doomsday? Another thing, the facts, right? Because he mentioned something very, very interesting, And this is the only thing that guy said that was tea. He said that black women refuse for him to put us in our place, right? Which means, thank God, Jehovah Dalo, some say Dalo, because that means that we're not where he wants us to be, right? And that means that we've actually moved past. I mean, what did he do? He did it like 11 years in jail. I mean, he went to prison. So that means that when he went and when he came out, he said, oh wow, these girls have really flown. These girls, between 2007 and 2018, 164% increase in black women-led businesses. Most educated group in the US. Fastest growing entrepreneurs. Outpacing black men in degrees. Still underpaid, and despite earning 63 cents per dollar a white man makes, they're still resilient. We're still thriving, despite how much you tried to stomp us out on the ground. We still bloom. The double standards. I don't see this hate for women who like to fake tan, women who get filler, women who do whatever they want to do. I don't see this kind of energy, this kind of pulsing energy. You literally socialized women to play dress up, to play with wigs, to play with dolls, to change, to do all these things. And now men are mad. Men want to police women's vanities. Men want to police women's makeup bag. Silence means you're. This one, silence equals complicity. If you are silent, to you lads that were on there, you're an embarrassment. You're a disgrace to your mother. Honestly, I'm so sorry. My mum may be like, oh, Naya, you got a bit radical towards the end, but honestly, I just want you to know that if you were my son, if you were my child, and I saw that of you, and that is now officially your digital footprint, I would disown you as my son. Genuinely, I would actually. I'm not even trying to be hyperbolic, because you really came from me, and that means that everything I did, my sweat for 9 months, I spat in a cup, I was sick all the time, and this is what my offspring turned out to be. This is the best I could do. I'd have to start again. I'd have to build a time machine, travel back in time, and either swallowed or spat. I'm upset like that.